Martha McSally understands what it takes to control it. The bill she's introduced is exactly what we need.
We need more Martha McSallys in Washington.
She's the best person we've had dealing with this in my lifetime.
All right, with us now is Arizona Senator Martha McSally. Senator, good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you too. Hope you're well.
Hey, Senator, you've got a commercial playing throughout the convention. What's the response been so far?
Oh, it's been extremely positive. We are now 70 days away from the most consequential election in our lifetime. I've been a leader on securing our border, representing Arizona. Honored to have these ranchers supporting me. And this is a tipping point election. And Biden and my opponent, Mark Kelly, are trying to, be like a Trojan horse, don't talk about the radical left agenda of their party to include open borders and, free health care for everyone here legally and decriminalizing border crossing, sanctuary cities. And it's a tipping point. And we're ground zero here in Arizona for the presidential race and to make sure Chuck Schumer is not in charge. And this is something Arizonans care about. And I'm honored to be able to fight for them. And we're going to keep up the fight.
I want to play you something that, speaking of fighting and serving our country, let me play for you something that Nancy Pelosi said on television.
Take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue with their allies in the Congress of the United States.
Senator McSally, not only have you sworn an oath as a United States Senator, but as Lindsay noted, you swore an oath as an officer in the United States Air Force and became the first woman to fly in combat. How do you take the charge when someone like Nancy Pelosi, who has not served, says that people who support this president in Congress are domestic enemies?
Sean, it's despicable. It is disgusting. And as someone who took that same exact oath and was willing to die for our country and our freedoms, the fact that she is stooping so low with this political game she's playing is the very reason why she doesn't deserve to be in power.
Senator, I want to switch back to the election just for a minute. Recently, we've seen influential Republicans from Arizona, such as Senator Jeff Flake and Cindy McCain, speak out against President Trump in support of Joe Biden. When I think of Arizona, you also have a large population of Latino voters, 1.2 million to be exact. Is this going to be a difficult win for the president in Arizona, or do you think that he's going to get all 11 electoral votes?
Well, Arizona is ground zero for both the Senate majority and for the presidency, and I respect everybody has the right to have their own opinion. I'm working with President Trump because I think the fundamental questions are going to be, who do you trust to get the economy going again? And who do you trust to keep you and your family safe? We already showed what a strong economy looks like, and we were just getting going. We're on the verge of a great American comeback with lower taxes and less regulations, and also bringing jobs home from China for our PPE, our pharmaceuticals, our defense equipment. So we have the opportunity to provide economic growth and jobs for people when we get past this first in a century pandemic, as opposed to socialism. That's what Schumer and Biden and Pelosi will be ramming down our throats when they get rid of the filibuster. And also, who do you trust to keep you safe? Who do you trust to take on China? It's certainly not Joe Biden. It's definitely not my opponent, Mark Kelly, who is over in China on a motorcycle with a Chinese flag trying to make a buck and has gone into business with companies tied to the Chinese government. Who do you trust to keep your community safe? And that includes the radical left, defunding of the police. I back the blue. President Trump backs the blue. We need to make sure that we have safety and security and protect our Second Amendment rights, and we support our military. So these are the fundamental questions. I believe Arizona will vote for President Trump and send me back to the Senate, because what the radical left is offering is out of touch with Arizonans.
Speaking of sending you back to Congress, to the Senate, and sending President Trump back, last time when you ran in 2018, you won on Election Day. It was those mail-in ballots that came in after Election Day that were the issue. How concerned are you about mail-in ballots this year for both yourself and President Trump here in Arizona?
Well, Sean, in Arizona, we have developed our ability for people to ask for a mail-in ballot and send that in over decades. And that includes ensuring we have the infrastructure, the procedures, the checks and balances for voter integrity, and the voter education as well. And so that is very different. If you ask for a ballot, you have to ask for it. You then send it in time, and then you can check the status of your ballot to make sure your signature was verified and your vote was counted. That's very different from what the left is talking about and what some of these blue states have already tried to do. Just, sending a ballot out to everybody without any checks and balances or infrastructure, oversight, and voter education. And I am concerned about in other states. In Arizona, we always have to maintain vigilance on ballot harvesting and other things. And everybody needs to make sure your vote was counted. But I think, our best practices on this versus what the left is offering right now.
Before we let you go, Senator, we only have a minute left. You spoke about your opponent, Mark Kelly. You've asked to debate with him, 7 debates, actually. There's reports that he said yes to an October 6th debate. Can you give us an update?
Yeah, he's still hiding in a bunker. He doesn't want anybody to know that he's a Democrat and he's associated with the agenda to raise your taxes, with their open borders agenda, the government takeover of healthcare, the green bad deal. And so he's hiding. He's got Schumer pouring millions of dollars trying to just put up slick TV ads. More than ever, Arizonans deserve to hear his positions on things and to debate the issues and the consequences of this election. So he's still hiding, and we're still challenging him to 7 debates. And we hope that there's pressure on him to get out of his bunker and start talking about his positions and the implications of a vote for Mark Kelly, which is a vote for Chuck Schumer, which is a vote for the radical left agenda.
Who knows? Maybe he's hanging out with Biden in the basement. You might want to start looking.
Yeah, maybe.
There.
I don't know. Maybe they're roommates. Who knows?
Who knows? Under a Biden economy, you need to move in and get a roommate in your basement because it's going to be that expensive.
That's true. You won't be able to afford it because they're raising all your taxes. Exactly.
All right, Senator. Good luck. Stay safe. We hope to check in with you soon.
All right. Thanks a lot. You too.
All righty. You bet. Coming up, Sean Parnell spoke about the Democratic Party's betrayal of the American dream last night. The Pennsylvania congressional candidate joins us next. And Kamala Harris is being called the most radical pro-abortion candidate in history. Pro-life advocate Abby Johnson's here, and we're going to get a preview of her message of what she'll say at the RNC tonight.